So to insert a text box, you go to the Insert menu, Insert tab, and you choose a Draw a Text Box. Now, I want you to point out that there is a ruler guide here already set up for us in this publication. And this ruler guide is what I'm going to use to line up my text box with. So I'm actually going to line up the text box so that it's at the top of the ruler guide and at the bottom of the margin guide for this first column. So I'm going to click on Draw Text Box and go to that corner of the ruler guide and the margin guide, and then just click and drag it down to the width of the column and the length of the column, and just click off of it when you're finished. Okay, now I'm going to insert a text file, and that text file is either going to be on the S drive or on Schoology depending on your teacher. So I'm just going to go again to the Insert menu, and where it says text here, you can see it says Insert File. I'm going to insert that file, and again I have to navigate to either my S drive or my H drive depending on where the file is located. So for me it's in my H drive. And this file is called Peace River. So I'm going to go into my publisher assignments here. Go Peace River. So for you that's either in S drive or you've downloaded it into your own H drive. So as you can see, when it downloaded the file, it separated it into two pieces. It's in the first text column here, but because there was some overflow of that text, so that the text didn't completely fill up this textbook, it overfilled. So what happened is it created this second text box on the second page, which is a larger text box, and the overflow text went here. So what I want to do is actually I want to create a second text box here that will flow the text into that second column. So what I have to do first is separate these two text boxes because they are linked right now. So I'm going to click on this text box here, go into text box tools, and I'm going to break the link between this text box and the second page text box. So once I've broken the link, you can see it actually disappears from the second page, the text does, and now I've got a little icon on the side of this text box that shows me three little dots, and that's telling me that there's more text in there. That's just not showing because the text box is not large enough to show all the text. So what I can do now is I can create a new text box, and I'm going to align it with this column here. So I'm going to go from this ruler line guide to the bottom of the column. And now what I have to do is I have to create a link between this first text box and the second text box. So what I'm going to do is click on my first text box and click in the Format tab here. I'm going to click Create Link. Now once that Create Link has been highlighted, you see my cursor looks like a little cup or a little mug with water spilling out of it. I can choose a new text box, and whatever overflow text there is will flow into this second text box. So if I just click inside the text box, now it's filled that overflow text into the second text box. Now there's a second text file that I want you to insert into this publication, and again that's available in your S drive. For me, again we're going to go to Insert File. I've already put it on my H drive, and it's called Binoculars. So Insert Text. Oh, hang on a second. Sorry, before I do that, I actually have to draw my text box first. So I'm going to go up to my Draw Text Box, and I'm going to draw my third column of text, and I'm just going to draw it so that it's maybe 2 inches above that graphic. So you can see on the left-hand side on the ruler, as I'm going up and down, you can see the measurement, and right now it's at 8 inches. 7, and 6. So I'm 2 inches above this graphic here. So now I'm going to insert my text file. So again, go back to So I'm going to insert my file, binoculars, click OK. So it's come up with a little warning here, auto flow to this box. So if you want it to flow into this last page here, you can just click yes, and it will flow the overflow text into this large box in here. If you want to click no, what happens is it skips page 2 and flows the text into a third page it actually created. So what I want it to do instead actually is to just alter the size of this text box so that it flows into that last text box nice and neatly. So what again I have to do is take away the link between these two text boxes. So I'm going to break the link. And as soon as I do that, again, the page 3 text is deleted. And I'm back to showing that I have overflow on this original text box. So now if I just increase the size of my text box, the overflow text will fill through. Okay, so now you can save your publication, SOS Quarterly, and submit it to your teacher for marking.